Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Rachel, and if you are new here, thank you for tuning in. And whether it was the title or the thumbnail of the video that you saw that brought you here, thank you for tuning in. And of course, if you're a subscriber, welcome. Hi guys. I post Wednesday and Sunday every single week, 7 p.m. So that is where you can find me. I do fashion and lifestyle, and if that is your vibe, please subscribe. That's not what I meant to say, but it rhymes. But if that is your vibe, thank you for being here. You are in the right place, so I hope you enjoy the content. So today, as you can see by the title, I wanted to do what I would consider to be my staple pieces for autumn. And I say autumn because quite honestly, I feel like winter, once it starts hitting like December, January, might be a completely different setup in my wardrobe. So we're going to speak of autumn going into winter, but these are the pieces that I've been enjoying, that I've either been wearing a lot of already, or that I anticipate I will get a lot of wear out of. What I do want to say as a disclaimer is though, this is not to tell you you need these exact pieces behind me. That's not what it's about. I'm essentially going to be using these pieces as like the principle of the item, if that even makes sense. Is that English? But essentially telling you why you should have something of this sort in your wardrobe and how you can essentially make the most of it in this season. So I hope you enjoy it. Any questions you have below, let me know. There will be more, any questions you have below, let me know. I feel like I said that weird, but there will be more styling content coming as a result of what I'm talking about today as well. So hopefully that will be useful to you as well. If there are pieces that specifically you want to see me style or just show in different ways, let me know in the comments and we can take it from there. The first piece I want to get into, I actually have two on my rail, but I want to speak about them separately because they are blazers, but this one, for example, is a nude blazer. Now, the reason why I say they're separate is because in my mind, or what I've come to find with my wardrobe are sometimes I need lighter tones and sometimes I need those darker tones. So it's all well and good to have a staple piece like a blazer, but sometimes when I style up an outfit, a dark blazer just doesn't suit the overall aesthetic. So that is why I think having a lighter colored blazer, something of this nature, of this sort, is really good to have in your wardrobe because it's just useful. You can essentially do the same outfit, same silhouette, but just having a lighter tone, I think just brings an outfit together really, really well. This equally is a slightly different silhouette too. So this one in particular is from H&M in a UK size 14. So it is in a slightly looser fit, but it's not exactly a complete like boyfriend fit, I would say. I did show this in my previous video as well, so if you are interested, that will be in the cards above. And as I mentioned, I will be styling up these pieces either on my Instagram or here on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. But I think a light colored blazer is really, really nice. And this one is super cute with the darker buttons as well, which again, just helps tie the outfit together. Darker blazer, in particular a black blazer. Now, although I said I would not necessarily encourage you to buy everything I'm showing you, if there's one thing I think every single wardrobe needs, it would be a black blazer. This is such a staple. I can still smell my perfume on it, but this is such a staple. A black blazer, this one in particular is from Zara in a size large. I've had this for a while, so I wouldn't even be able to link it. I would have to link something similar where possible. This is such a staple in a sense of, it's a classic. You wear it again and again. It really just helps to elevate any outfit, whether you did want to go for a more casual vibe, but just like casual and put together, or if you do want to go all out and dress it up. It's just such a fantastic piece. If you think about a blazer, both the lighter tones and the darker shades as well, I think they are fantastic to dress up an outfit, whether you want to drape it over your shoulders, if you want to focus the whole outfit on the blazer, fantastic. Equally, if you are going for more like a cycling shorts, legging sort of vibe, it just makes it look like you put in a little bit more effort when realistically it's just another layer. But I just think it's such a great piece to have. Autumn, winter, I think, is always the season for blazers, but autumn particularly, especially for me, I get too warm in coats and jackets when it's like early autumn or mid-autumn. So this for me is the perfect way to stay warm, but also kind of tie my outfits all together. So a black blazer, if anything, I will say a black blazer is an absolute must. Such a staple. The next piece to mention, which I just feel like is a given, but surprisingly, I did not have one of these in my wardrobe. And I'm talking about a sort of tailored, the lighting's gonna go weird, a tailored white shirt. I don't need to hold it up because it is gonna mess up with the lighting, but a tailored white shirt, and when I say tailored, I mean more of a structured shirt. I think is so perfect for the season because you can really play around with it when it comes to layering. But equally, I feel like a white shirt is just a good staple sort of base foundation piece to have, because again, you can build up so many outfits around it. If you're thinking more spring, summertime, then obviously you can just wear it by itself. But when we get to like the autumn months, this is when you can start putting vests on top of it, whether it's jumpers on top of it, sweaters. You can really just play around with it. The one I ended up picking up was from Mango, or is from Mango should I say, and it's in a size large, which equates to a UK 12. I know for a fact shirts can go for a pretty penny, so this was really affordable. I think it was 30 or under 30 pounds. And for someone like me, even though I think it's a staple piece to have, it isn't something I wear a lot, so I wouldn't go out of my way to invest in a really, really expensive one. Good quality, well-fitting is the only thing I really need at this stage, but all in all, I think having a white shirt, maybe any color shirt, but I would say white just because I think it works with pretty much everything. But having a shirt that's well-fitting and just you feel great in is really, really good to build outfits around. Next up is something simple but very, very up my alley. Like, this is my vibe, this is my aesthetic, it just works for me. And I picked this up recently when I was in Germany actually, and it is a sweater. So I'd say like a sweater or a jumper, but this is like a fine knit sweater, and that's why I think it works really, really well. Because again, I think autumn, as much as you get excited and you want to layer and you want to wear all your chunky knits, it's not always the season for it. But sometimes on a cold day it is nice to wear one, which I'll get into in just a moment. But I think having a fine knit jumper is perfect. The reason why I love this one from Zara is because you have the gold detailing on the sleeves, which I think a lot of you are familiar with. And overall, it's just a really nice, lovely fit. Again, there's something about it layering wise that just looks nice. Usually I go for a V-neck line when I'm layering, but I just think this is very, very cute. So you've got the gold buttons on the sleeves. You might be able to hear my dog. You've got the gold buttons on the sleeves, and overall just a nice sort of sleek silhouette, sleek shape, and just fits really well into my wardrobe at least. So I've gotten a lot of wear out of this already, and I definitely will continue to do so as well. Another item which I adore, but to be fair, this is not just autumn. For me, this is actually kind of all year round, especially when you're having like colder summer days, like going out in the summer evening, but we're talking about autumn here. A sweatshirt, a good sweatshirt. This one is from H&M. Again, this is one of the ones I showed in my previous videos as one of my new in items, but again, it's just like the concept of the piece. So a sweatshirt I think is so great to really downplay a formal outfit, so really like make something that's more formal and dressy a little bit more casual. So if you have like tailored trousers or just tailored bottoms in general, I think this is a really nice way to sort of add a twist to a casual fit. Really nice if you're wearing like wide leg trousers as well. Even if we think about the silhouette, obviously a sweatshirt is typically more oversized, a bit more baggy, but if you tuck it in right and accessorize right, I think it can look really nice with some wide leg trousers. Or alternatively, if you want to go with some like leather bottoms, so leather look leggings or faux leather leggings, all the above, I think that could really work. Sweatshirts for me are just, I adore sweatshirts. They're so homey and just cozy and casual, but still kind of like, yeah, I'm casual but cool, casual but cute. So I love them, to be honest, and I get so much wear out of them, especially walking my dog and things like that. It's just a way to kind of like feel good about my outfit and just feel put together, but still be really warm, cozy and comfortable. So they're so functional. Whether you're going to wear it underneath a blazer, whether you're going to wear it by itself, dress it up, wear a shirt underneath it. Again, so many things you can do. So I think a sweatshirt or sweatshirts, depending on how often you wear them, are really good to have in your wardrobe as well. Some other tops that I think are fantastic to have in your wardrobe are knitted jumpers. Of course, we're in autumn. This is the season that you want to bring out your knitwear. This is the season where you want to bring out your jumpers. Like, this is it, we're here now. However, as I mentioned, for example, the other top that I showed you, the more finer long sleeve knit, these kind of follow that same pattern, but with differences, so to speak. So the first one I'll show you is this pink number, which I picked up from Zara last season, so last year, autumn winter season. it's a statement. It is a statement. And that's why I wanted to show you guys. So for me, when we're thinking about knitwear, especially for someone like myself who wears a lot of neutrals, I think having a pop of color in your knitwear is like one of the best ways to just really make a statement on those cold, dreary days where no one wants to be out and you're just kind of like, I'm here, but I want to look good, but I want to feel good and be warm, all of the above. I think having a pop of color is really, really nice. In my previous video, I had a blue wool jumper that I picked up from Zara. Beautiful blue, which I know is very much a trend color of this season. And I think pink is up there as well. Maybe not this particular shade, but color is still something that's being really, really embraced within the season, which I think is quite nice. Even though it's different for me, something like this just, it's so different, like but different in a good way. And I remember the amount of compliments I got on this last year, like so many compliments. So having a statement piece, whether you're going to add color, pattern, or anything in your knitwear, I think is a great way to just dress up and sort of jazz up your autumn wardrobe. I have a green one from Zara that I picked up again last year. I didn't actually get a chance to wear that one because when I picked it up, but again, whether it's green, blue, pinks, just something that's bold and bright in your knitwear, I think is a fantastic addition to have. And then on that same note, a different sort of knitwear I think is really, really good to have is something that has a high neck. Now, the reason why I picked this one in particular, which I think is from Zara as well, the reason why I picked this one out in particular is because even though it's a high neck, it's not super thick. So for me, as I said, it's still too warm to be layering a bit like too much, and it's a bit too warm to be wearing my jackets and coats. This is a perfect piece for me to go out in without wearing a coat. Sometimes I think people look at me like, is she cold? But I'm like, no, are you guys not hot? This, again, whether you're gonna wear it with some tailored trousers, some wide leg trousers, jeans, pretty much whatever you wear on the bottom, I think having, again, a lighter knit high neck jumper is such a vibe. I love the color of this one because I think it's just like the perfect sort of, well, not nude, but perfect sort of neutral shade for me. Even if you're gonna wear this with like a leather mini skirt with some chunky boots or like some knee-high boots. Are you getting the vision? Are you getting the vibe? Because I'm seeing it. I might have to style that up actually. Maybe I should take some content in that, and then follow me on Instagram if you don't already. If we're talking high neck, turtlenecks come into this same category for me as well. So I have some thinner turtleneck jumpers that I can wear quite easily without sort of like overheating. So yeah, a high neck jumper, whether it's a turtleneck, high neck like this, a roll neck, perfect. But I think having a lighter knit is really, really great for this sort of like transitional autumn season. If we are talking about still tops or what you can wear on your upper half, so to speak, two pieces that I want to touch on because again, I think from a versatility perspective, they're really, really good. Now, I know I've been saying it's too warm for chunky knits. It's not chunky knit season yet. I still gotta mention it. Like, it is autumn after all. This gorgeous one that I picked up from Zara last year. Yeah, last year. My God, that's flown by. This is really, really lovely. It's a super chunky knit. Like, even the space it takes up in my wardrobe is ridiculous, but it's a super chunky knit. And to be fair, even though I know I said it's not chunky knit season, it is something that on those bitterly cold autumn days, you do want to have on deck. I love this one because it's quite a nice deep V-neck, not too much where it's like showing a crazy amount of cleavage because you do want to stay warm still, but it's just really, really nice. Again, for someone like me who layers a lot of my jewelry and just shows off my jewelry in different ways, it's just a nice way to stay warm, have the chunkier knit, but have a neckline that kind of accommodates my overall look or the look I'm going for. So I had to mention this one. Chunky knits, as I mentioned, will definitely be something I'll showcase closer to the more like winter season, but they are something I have to mention regardless. It's autumn winter, so I have to. With that being said, however, another sort of thicker knit that I think is really versatile is a knitted cardigan. So this is, again, one of the pieces I showed in my previous video. If you haven't checked that out, do check it out because it will have a few more details about the actual piece. But knitted cardigan I think is great because of course you can wear it open, you can wear it as like a buttoned up cardigan. I tend to style them more as if they're jumpers, so I'll tuck them into something. I think this will look really nice with like some tapered leather trousers and some loafers. Black and brown for me, navy and brown, as I kept saying, is just gorgeous. So yeah, I think having something like this is really great because if you just think about how many different ways you can wear it, Ultimately, for me, my wardrobe has always been a case of how many different ways can I wear an item, how many different things can I pair it up with. And this is a beautiful chocolate color anyway, so that's right up my alley for the neutral sort of ladies, you know, the neutral girls, we get it. But as a cardigan, I just think it offers a little more versatility. So if you do want to wear a whole outfit underneath and wear this more as a layer, then you can do that. But if you want this to be more as like a top, so more as like a jumper, a sweater, I think it's really nice to have in your wardrobe. So this one is quite long. You can obviously have like shorter versions, longer versions, so many different styles, but ultimately I think a cardigan with functional buttons is a really good piece of knitwear to have in your wardrobe. Then if we speak about dresses, so even with the dress I'm wearing, this is from H&M. I think I've actually worn it in a sit down video before. I feel like I have, but it's my clothes, so you know, we're gonna wear it again and again. However, another sort of dress that I want to show you that differs from the knitted dress, which again is a staple piece to have. There's so many different shapes, so many different silhouettes that you can have of knitted dresses. H&M always do gorgeous dresses around this time period. There are so many other brands to look at as well. But say that to say, another dress that I will show you, and I feel like I'm repeating a lot of what I showed in the previous video, but within good reason. This is a gorgeous piece. This is a Midaxi sort of length. So I'm 5'7" in height, like 5'6", 5'7", and a dress of this length basically almost goes down to my ankles, just about. But again, as I said, it's not the exact item, it's the silhouette and the thought behind what this piece is. Any sort of dress that has a more flowy sort of skirt-like finish at the bottom, but cinches in at the waist is really, really nice, I think, because again, you can layer this in so many different ways. Yes, it has a collar and it does have functional buttons as well. If you wanted to wear a piece of knitwear over this, for example, the pink jumper with the V neckline, that would be a gorgeous way to bring some color into the black and white sort of theme. But equally, it means you're layering. You could cinch in the jumper with a belt at the waist, or use the belt provided in the dress to kind of like just tuck everything in and create like a clean silhouette. But I say that to say, I could have shown you so many different ones in my wardrobe, but this one's really, really lovely, and I do know it's still available on Zara, so in case you're interested, even though that is not the premise of this video, just in case you're interested, I thought let me show you one of my more recent purchases. Dresses in general, I think, are all year round, but having a dress like this in particular, I think will serve you really, really well. If you have one in your wardrobe that you like and can get enough wear out of, I think it will serve you for years. So for me, at this point of the year, as I said, it's still a little too warm for my jackets. I mean, the most I might wear is a trench coat, but safe to say, this is where the shackets come in to shine. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've worn this, guys, and it's still in such great condition. And the reason why I love this one so much is because the faux leather isn't shiny. It has a really, really nice soft finish. It also has a belted waist, which I think a lot of shackets don't come with. It has a belted waist and the buttons are all sort of uniform with the rest of the material used for the shacket. It's such a perfect piece. It has a great length as well. So for my petite ladies, you could probably get away with wearing this as like a dress. I, for one, have styled it up before. I can put the picture on the screen. I've styled it up before with like a skirt underneath, worn it as like a dress with some knee-high boots. Gorgeous. But shackets in general, I think, are a great way to dress up and dress down outfits, and equally to have a lighter layer of outerwear essentially. I'm probably going to do another video on like boots, shoes, outerwear, and how to like style those up in this season. But I had to mention this one because I think Zara bring back something similar every single year, and I've got so much wear out of it. I think the leather is so fitting for the season as well, because obviously you can get more fleecy shackets, denim looking shackets, so many different types, but I think this is perfect. I forgot one of the tops. I will breeze past this because it's a trend. We already know what it is, stripes. However, it's not just the stripes, it's the silhouette of the jumper as well. So the V neckline with the collar, I'm just taking it down because it's gonna mess up with the lighting again. But V neckline jumpers, again, kind of similar to the pink one that I've mentioned as well. It's just how it allows you to layer and kind of play around with different pieces. Now, because this one does have a collar on it, I probably wouldn't go about layering it necessarily, but I think it's really, really nice to tuck in with whether it's a skirt, trousers, just different items. Because of the stripes, I think there's something a bit casual about it. But if you were to wear this like underneath a black blazer, for example, if you want to layer up a bit more to stay warmer, I just think it really brings the outfit together. So I'll breeze past it because it is like a lighter knit, same sort of principle, but this is just like a different variation that you could wear. Getting into the bottoms now. So jeans. I am a lover of wide leg jeans, and I will always be a lover of wide leg jeans. However, for the autumn season, because I go into wearing more like boots, I tend to wear jeans that are a bit more tapered, a bit more fitted. Skinny jeans, I think I have like a blue pair and a black pair. So for the most part, depending on what my outfit is or how I'm feeling, I might wear skinny jeans. But a silhouette that I have found is really, really flattering in this season, especially with loafers, boots, so many different things, are a more sort of like straight leg jean. These are from Zara, and honestly guys, for the life of me, ever since I've purchased them, I can't seem to find them again. So they're not super long, but they're not super cropped either. I don't really like ankle grazer jeans. These are just like the perfect length. They're kind of ankle grazers, but a little longer. And I think the silhouette is really flattering for this season, especially because I tend to wear a lot more blazers. And I feel like blazers with wide leg trousers don't really go. Unless you're wearing a cropped blazer, then you can kind of balance your silhouette and proportions. I feel like blazers and more tapered trousers, tapered bottoms make sense, unless it's a suit piece, then that's a different question. But these are gorgeous. I also really love the wash of denim. And I think if there's anything I could say, I know naturally we gravitate towards like darker denim, but I think this almost like more true blue is really, really flattering and goes with all the different shades that you may want to wear in this season. So I have some faux leather bottoms to show you guys that I think are absolute staples. And if I'm thinking more towards like capsule wardrobe, this is something I definitely know I wear a lot in this season. So the first one being some leather look leggings, and then the ones I'll actually show you are leather trousers. So I say leather look, faux leather. Faux leather trousers for me are absolutely fantastic. It's still a little bit too warm for me. I'll probably hold off on wearing the faux leather trousers just for now, because I wore some faux leather leggings the other day, these ones just here. And honestly guys, I was really hot. That's all I'm gonna say. I was really, really hot. Good leather look leggings, not too shiny, well fitted, especially around the crotch area, which is where I think it tends to go left. That is amazing. But as I've mentioned, some faux leather trousers. For me, I love a wide leg faux leather trouser, because for the most part, if I am gonna be wearing them, I tend to wear something more fitted on top. So yeah, if it starts getting to like the colder months and I wear like knitwear on top, I just make sure I tuck it in, add a belt, accessorize accordingly, just to again bring back some shape to my silhouette. But I would definitely say I prefer a wide leg faux leather trouser. And the leggings are from Stradivarius, who surprisingly have given me the best leather look leggings I have found so far. So size wise, they are in a size 12. They fit really, really well. It adds some like edginess, but it also keeps you warm, and it's just something different to what you would wear in spring, summer. So I feel like this is the season to wear it, and they're just really great pieces to have. So getting to the end, some last pieces to mention, midi skirts, and in particular a satin midi skirt. Oh my gosh guys, again, this is an item that I have been searching high and low for, and Mango delivered the goods. I picked mine up in a size medium. I feel like I could have got a small. It's got a nice elasticated waistband. The only reason why I'm so called promoting this one specifically is because this is the first midi skirt I have found that is a decent price, but also doesn't have any like extra slits, extra layers, extra embellishments. Like, I just wanted a plain satin skirt, and this is honestly it. But if I'm going back to the point of just satin skirts in general, especially satin midi skirts, these I think are such a fun way to wear skirts. Although mini skirts are in, and I didn't include any, but there are some outfits I've been styling recently with mini skirts. But for me, I think a satin midi skirt is a classic piece, because it allows you to wear a skirt but still kind of dress it up appropriately for the season, stay warm, still have that fun flirty sort of feminine element to your outfit, but you're not looking like you're absolutely freezing or don't know what you're doing with your life. Satin midi skirts are great because if you do on the sort of milder autumn days want to just dress up with a t-shirt, maybe a leather jacket for an additional layer, you can definitely do that. But I think they look really nice with like slouchy jumpers, sweatshirts. Again, it's just a versatile item. So I would say from a color perspective, I've chosen black because I feel like that's what goes with the majority of my wardrobe. However, there is a really nice navy one they've had. And I've also seen some really nice like cream ones, some polka dot ones. Like there's so many different ones, like patterns and styles and colors you can get to suit your personal wardrobe. But I think for an item, I just think it's a really great piece to have. And obviously you can wear it when it gets warmer too. And then last, but definitely not the least, these trousers are looking a little worse for wear because I just wore them not too long ago and they probably need to go in the wash. But the principle here is a tailored trouser, a high waist tailored trouser. These in particular are from Zara and the high waist is astounding. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know I needed something like this until I got it and I put it on and I said, oh my gosh. So these are in a really, really lovely beige tone, which again, I think is nice to wear some of the lighter shades in autumn. Like I know we've got, you know, the oranges and the browns and the blacks, but let's bring some brightness back to the outfit. So these in particular are wide leg high waist trousers. And I think these are great again because if you don't necessarily want to wear boots and stuff, but you still want to keep your legs nice and warm, a full length trouser obviously does that. But the high waist is still nice because if you do want to layer and tuck things in, you again are just bringing some shape back to your silhouette. These are gorgeous and they do come as part of a coat, so I do have the top as well, but the top is definitely not season appropriate. And I haven't really seen a way I could style it up to make it work. But all in all, I would say some wide leg trousers. I can definitely link these below because they're definitely still in. But some wide leg, full length trousers, for me are an absolute staple. Even in summer, they're just a staple. So guys, that brings me to the end of the video with my slightly disheveled Racheal now sitting behind me. But as I said, a lot of these pieces, I'm hoping I explained to some extent why they're useful in my wardrobe and maybe could be useful in your wardrobe as well. The pieces I can link below, I definitely will do, just in case you really do like what you see. But as I've mentioned, it's all about thinking like what you have. So do you have a high neck jumper? Do you have a white shirt or maybe a blue shirt, a pinstripe shirt? All of the above. I am looking forward to doing more videos where I actually obviously style these up so you can see what sort of outfits you can put together. As I said, I am going to focus another video on thinking about outerwear and just how to like bring your outfit together with regards to maybe the boots you want to wear or trainers, loafers, trench coats, all of that stuff. So that'll be fun to do, I'm hoping, because I do have some new in pieces, jackets and coats wise. So that'll be good. But it's a nice season. I love autumn because I feel like you get to wear more, whereas spring and summer, you're just like trying to wear it less because you're trying to cool down. That's a whole other conversation, but I just love autumn because of how many different ways you can layer and just like build up different silhouettes and outfits. So I'm hoping this video has been useful. If you have enjoyed it, let me know below. What emoji should we put? If you have made it to the end of the video, put an autumn leaf in the comment section below. Let me know you've made it here. And of course, thank you if you have done. As I mentioned, I post Wednesday and Sunday, 7 p.m. every single week. So do be sure to catch me there. But before I put out another one, go have a look at what else I've done in case you find something useful or interesting. I'll hope to catch you guys in the next video. Stay well, stay blessed, good vibes only, and I will hope to see you guys soon. Love you. Bye.